All right, we are recording. Welcome, everyone. This is Dana, come from Faith Business, and I have a special guest today, Jocelyn Cantone, and she is from Ola Ministries. We are so glad to have you with us today, Jocelyn.
Hello
And
everyone.
we are going to be talking about one of the biggest asked questions that I often get working with the Ola orphanage, and that is, how do I adopt one of the girls? And I know it's a complicated process, so we thought we'd come on today and just ask the question. And Jocelyn can give us the background of how it works in Mexico as of today. And we're in middle of May 2025. So as of today, things can change, I'm sure. But as of today, Jocelyn, how would one who might be interested in adopting a girl from the Ola go about it? What is the process in Mexico?
Well, the process is kind of different with every girl because every girl is going through a different process, legal process. So there's some that are already adoptable, and all our girls come from the Procuraduría para la Protección de Niños, Niñas y Adolescentes. So you can also be a foster parent, or you can go straight for the adoption. There's some girls that are not like, you can't adopt them yet because their legal processes are not completed there. But if you're interested in adopt one, you should ask one of us, and we can tell you how their process is in the procu. And well, if your girl is pickable for adoption, you need to go to classes, to special classes. Usually it takes 6 weeks. You have to go to Ciudad Niñez, and you give all the paperwork there. And after you have to go to those classes. It's usually 6 weeks, and after you take a big test. But in the papers you have to give to the procu, uh, well, it's like how much money you make, why you're interested in adopting, and all that. And if you know your girl is already, well, her legal process is finished and she can be adoptable, you put in that paper that you are related to that girl and you would like to adopt that girl, and just do all your paperwork.
All right. Well, that answers a lot of questions. So first of all, I took away that not all of the girls are available for adoption, depending on where they are in the legal process or other factors. So the best thing is to contact Laola to find out if your particular girl is available. And if that is true, then the next step would be to get into the process of paperwork. And these classes that you talk about for 6 weeks, is that something that's in person in Mexico?
Yeah, you have to go in person.
So anybody
uh,
that's interested and it gets to that point, those classes are actually in person in Mexico. It's not online or something that they could do, like, say, from the United States. They would need to physically be in Mexico to take those classes. Is that true?
yes, and to give away all the
Okay.
paperwork.
All right.
Yeah, and sometimes you can live in the
And the
state.
paperwork. So the paperwork comes before the classes.
Sometimes you can
Mm-hmm.
be living in other country or in states, and come give all your papers, and they will tell you when the classes are going to start. And after, you have to come and stay the 6 weeks and take those classes.
Okay.
Sometimes
So
it
classes
takes
are
less.
on a scheduled basis. It's
Yeah, they schedule the classes for more people, so you take the class with other people too.
okay.
Usually the classes are in Spanish, but they have a special process if it's an international adoption and you live in other country. So sometimes they do it in 3 weeks, but it's like more hours that class.
Okay.
Yeah, but some of the papers they ask for is that you have to go, well,
Okay.
be healthy and show it's a proof that you're healthy. You have to go here, like in a Centro de Salud health center here, like a clinic, but it's official from Mexico. And do all the tests that you're not doing drugs, and your birth certificates, like a positive birth certificate, and translate it, and you have to translate here. There's a list, and sometimes it helps when you already have all your paperwork together. You show your papers, and you can, well, that will make that faster. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let's see if I had any other questions here. No, I think you've answered all of the questions. But
Okay,
is there
well,
a good resource? Or should they
yeah,
just contact us? I'm going to go ahead and put our website up on the screen now. And this is a website that is for La Ola. And there's a place on there where you can contact, and you can actually reach out to me as well. And I can get you in contact with folks at La Ola if this is something that you would be interested in hearing more about. The girls are adorable. We love them all. But we always want for
well,
them to have the best opportunities in life. And
other
Laola
thing is,
gives them that great start.
yeah, other thing is, like,
Anything else you'd like to add?
yes, well, other thing is, when you finish those classes, when you already finish with that process of certification in the PROCU, you can start the adoption. That is when you start and go to court, and you, in that takes, like, the adoption takes like 1 year, and the classes and all that process are about 6 months. So it's
Okay.
for the people
Okay.
that be
That
conscious
it's
of
it's
be
a
a
long
long
process.
process. Yeah, it will be a long process, and sometimes if your girl is
Okay.
not like
Well,
free for adoption.
I appreciate your
Mhm.
time so much today, and I will invite any of the people listening or anybody that's interested to reach out for more information. But know that this is a long process and it requires a lot of prayer. So,
Yeah,
folks, whether you can adopt at this time or in the future, this is a process that needs a lot of prayer. So,
yeah,
thank you
and
all
a
for
lot of
listening. Thank you,
commitment.
Jocelyn, for answering these
You're
questions.
welcome.
And have a marvelous day.
You too. Have a good day.
Go ahead. All right. Well, I have edited that, and